episode of True Tales of Supernatural. In this episode, Return to Hide and Seek Spook, we're returning to the scene of the original investigation, where we found quite a good bit of evidence, and I think we're going to have a good chance of getting some good stuff now. What do you think?
I think you're right.
Okay, well, everybody, we're ready, so let's get on with the investigation now.
Yeah, I was sitting here in the hallway one night eating chocolate and sugar out of a teacup, and all of a sudden Mother said, "Don't let the other kids see you eating that, they may get strangled to death on you." Well, I was eating it, enjoying it, and all of a sudden I looks up and this big white sheet of a thing a uniform was standing in front of me. It had no face, but it was big, and I thought it was the old lady that stayed with us, and I spoke her name and said, "You need to try to scare me." But it didn't answer anything, so I got up to get a hold of her and tell her I knew who it was. And the gown moved as it stepped back. And then it went into this little upper room to the right of me here, and I chased it back into the corner, and when I just grabbed the empty corner. And I looked behind me, and there it was. So go back to the door, and it squeaked on the plank because it stepped on it. And then it went into this closet, which was very, very narrow, and I knew I had it then, so I grabbed for it, and it was gone. It was just disappeared. So it kind of made bumps jump on me. And I come here to this corner, and I just grabbed the wall. And as I turned around, walked back over here, it was behind me. And I come back over here, and it stepped on that plank again, that board that squeaked. And then it went right in here in this closet. It's very narrow, so I go in there, both hands against the wall, and when I came together, there was nothing there. It was over here, and then when I turned around, it just disappeared. So I have no idea what it was.
It's in here. EVP session, 8:37. Rick and Glen investigating. Back bedroom. Is there anybody in here? Or anything? I almost thought just now I saw something. Is there somebody here or something here? Okay, I think we're going to check another room out here. We'll move on to the
I saw a light flash like that.
Really?
Like a lightning bolt flash. Right up here in this corner. It wouldn't, of course, but might have been my eyes.
Like right up?
I had up in here.
Oh, over in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I don't.
You know, I just got something.
Didn't see anything,
Not yet. Let's go back into the back of the house. Okay, we're back in here again. This is where we heard that the ghost was originally seen. We just had a visitor while we were shooting this, and they were telling that someone had died, and they came in and there was nobody in the house. And they were at that end of the house, and they looked and saw she had came in the house and someone had just died. And she came in, there's nobody else in the house. And she sees, at this end, she sees this swing out and come back. So there's several different things that have been reported on this spot right here. I really feel really strong there's something in there right now. And I've got the worst feeling about this curtain here, so we're going to go into here and investigate. Is there somebody or something in the closet back here? And if you are, talk to us. Please talk to us or make a sound. Okay, our camera is losing focus. There's something going by in front of the camera. Our camera is picking it up even though we can't see it, even though I'm filming it. So if you're in here, talk to us. Make a sound. Let us know you're here. Okay, make a sound for us. Let us know you're here. Talk into this red light. We'll be able to hear you later on there what you're saying, but right down here, I just saw something.
I can believe it.
It's like moving across the floor there.
Just before I chased it.
I thought I saw a limit right there. Okay, make a sound for us. Say something into here. Do you not want us in here? Okay, if you want us out of here, say so into this red light. Let us know. And if you want us out of this room, I'll leave this room. Did you hear that? I heard the floor sound like creak when I said that.
I did too.
Okay, we're going to play this back and we're going to listen to it.
Okay, if you want us out of here, say so into this red light. Let us know. And if you want us out of this room, I'll leave this room. Did you hear that? I heard the floor sound like creak when I said that. I did too. Okay, if you want us out of here, say so into this red light. Let us know. And if you want us out of this room, I'll leave this room. Did you hear that? I heard the floor sound like creak when I said that. I did too.
When I asked the question, I heard the floor back over in this area creak.
Make a noise for us. Say something that's like, make a noise. Let us know you're here. And I'll leave you alone.
Did you hear that? I heard sound like a whisper.
Yeah. Okay, there's a type of noise. Okay, we're going to leave this in here. We're going to go to another room. So you say it ran back into that corner.
In that corner, and I grabbed and it come over here. It was behind me, and I come over here. And it come right here, and the paint squeaked as it stepped on it. Went right in that closet. And it's narrow anyway, so I just grabbed in there, holding each corner, each side of the wall, and it was gone.
What?
I just saw something in there. Like two red, like, eyes. Or something. Okay, are you in here? Now speak to us. Who are you? Do you like this house? Is this why you're here? Do you belong here? Were you here before this house was built?
I just heard a noise.
I did too. Okay, if you're in here, we don't mean any harm. We just like to communicate with you. Did you pass away in this house, or possibly before this house was built? Did you hear that? That sounded like it was in there, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I almost thought when I was opening it, I saw something shoot out of that doorway into that one. Okay, now last time we were here, we were looking into this closet. And my uncle had commented that a vacuum cleaner in here belonged to Rube. I never knew they called her that, but it was in here, and we heard a voice very plainly, a woman's voice say Rube, but there were no women with us that night. It made the chills the hair standing. Got goosebumps too. I'm getting goosebumps. I think we're going to go back in here again. Yeah, it got really, I got goosebumps really bad just then. And I felt something touch my arm. Does my elbow feel cold to you?
Yeah, sure does.
Tell me if you want me to get out of here. It was here that they had reports that they were sitting, my mother and father were sitting on the porch here, and they saw the shape, wasn't it? They saw like a shadow, like a person, looked like a person was coming around the porch over here. Now, the trick right here is that the ground is quite a bit down from the edge of the porch right here. So there's not really any way that somebody, unless they're 10 feet tall, could walk around the corner and stand there. There's nothing to walk on. There's no ledges. And this is actually also after our last investigation. Okay, honestly, it appears I went back in to retrieve the flashlight, and I felt it very strongly in the house. It's almost like it waited till everybody else was gone, and it was trying to come back and be around me. So I don't know, maybe if I made it mad. It just likes me. I offended it. If I offended it, honestly, that's just too bad.